Welcome to Dream Small, where we believe God does big things through the small and everyday faithfulness of His people. I'm Jason.
And I'm Whitney. We're a family of 8 who's fostered, adopted, and stumbled our way through learning that small, everyday choices can change lives.
In a world that tells you to chase big, we dare you to dream small.
Because you know what? It's not about chasing fame. It's about choosing faithfulness. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Dream Small. I cannot believe you are tuning in to our 24th episode, which is incredible. And if you've listened to 23 episodes so far and you've turned on this one, I just want to say thank you.
If you've listened to one, I want to say thank you. I'm being honest.
Yeah, true. But if you're like MVP status, VIP, whatever it is, if you're Dream Small VIPers, thank you. You guys rock.
We're working on t-shirts.
We are, because every time we go somewhere with the family, there's too many kids to keep an eye on. So I told Jason, I was like, we need to get Dream Small t-shirts in one solid bright color and then have our kids wear them whenever we go, to the zoo, to a pumpkin patch, shopping, wherever. They're just only going to wear that one shirt.
We're going to get them an obnoxious color so that way we never lose track of them.
But then we can easily see them. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be great? Like, oh, my kid's lost. Oh, he was on this neon yellow shirt.
And we're going to advertise the podcast on it.
Yeah. So if you have any leads on that, you just let us know. And if you want one, you can be part of the fam, literally.
So I got to be honest. We have a podcast, but if anybody has parenting tips, I need to talk to you. It's been a rough.
I mean, no, Jason, we're fine. I mean, yes, we're always open to parenting tips.
We have an entitled 11-year-old who we love dearly, but we're trying to teach not to be entitled.
But the thing is, no one else would say she acts that way, right? Like,
maybe they're just lying to us.
It's the safety in our home. No, they say that loud children who act out at home feel safe at home.
I saw a meme and it said,
so
my kids are going
to,
I saw a meme at home and said, my kids better be NASA scientists. So, yeah. All right.
We're raising some good kids. And that same 11-year-old just found out this week that she received a statewide award. She was 1 in 5 middle schoolers selected for making an impact in her community. So while we say entitlement is a concern, it's something we're working on, but hey, no one's perfect. And she is a pretty amazing kid. So
she is, but she drives me bonkers. And it might be just because she's a small version of you. Maybe that's why she drives me bonkers.
It absolutely is. That's why you laugh when her and I go head to head, because you're like,
There's other attributes about you that make me love you. So.
Well, thank you. I sure hope so.
Cool. What are we talking about this week?
Well, it's a little bit heavy. So this past week, we're recording on a Sunday night.
By the way, Sunday night, we have to publish Tuesday because we can't get ahead of it.
And we're not ahead. So we're talking, Jason will do the work within, 12 hours probably?
Not tonight.
24 hours.
I'm tired.
Yeah, I can tell in your eyes.
Yeah.
So we'll be quick. Maybe not. Okay. I digress.
It's like you telling it's like you saying you're going to keep a story short.
I am horrible at storytelling.
Everybody knows.
I know. I need to
It's okay. You're pretty.
I need a class.
Okay. Focus.
Okay. Focus. So where was I? Earlier this week, we had a mediation, which I think mediation happens with a lot of court hearings, like outside of the foster care world too.
So just in case you're not, don't watch Law and Order or anything. Mediation occurs prior to a trial in order to come to an agreement without having a judge rule.
So it does happen in criminal law too.
Well, more civil than criminal. But yes, there's all types of when somebody gets sued, when they're trying to keep the judge out of it, and person A and person B can try to come to an agreement without having to involve a judge.
So to my knowledge, and this isn't heavily researched on our behalf.
So this is not researched at all. When she says not heavily, she means not all. This is our experience.
My personal experience in foster care, there's 2 types of mediation. At least that's what I'm aware of. I could be wrong.
That we have experienced. There's 2 types of
mediation. There's a mediation to determine if a child is considered a CHINS case.
What does CHINS mean?
Child in need of placement.
I think it's services. Because it's not CHINIP, it's CHINS.
Yes. Child in need of services. You're right. I was like, well, where'd the P come from? You're right. Okay. So basically to determine if a child is in need of wardship and or an open case in DCS where the parent or child needs services. If a mediation agreement is not agreed upon, then that goes to the judge, and DCS and the public defender present their cases and the judge decides. So moving on from that, a child who has become a CHINS, and if the plan changes to adoption and or a concurrent plan of reunification and adoption, one of the avenues that DCS might seek out is adoption. And if it continues to go that far, there's then a mediation hearing prior to a termination of parental rights hearing, which is a TPR. There's a mediation hearing between, oh my word, there are so many attorneys there.
Here, let's just...
okay, you go.
Yeah.
You go. Take it over, Jason.
Friday, we sat in our first mediation with a parent whose rights might be terminated relatively soon.
So we've adopted 2 other children, but both of those parents were completely MIA. So this is truly the only mediation we've actually attended.
So we had our first mediation on Friday. So we're going to share our story with that. But just to give you an idea of who was at this mediation. So I'm sitting, it was a long table, kind of. I was on one of the sides. Immediate to my left was Whitney, my wife. You guys have met Whitney.
Me.
Immediately to her left, on the end of the table, like not we haven't turned the corner yet. On the corner was our attorney. At the head of the table was the mediator. Go to the other side. Start on the end. It was the visit supervisor, the woman that when the kids get to go see their biological parent, she takes them. She's wonderful, by the way. And then there was bio mom. Next to bio mom was her attorney. Next to her attorney was a therapist. Now we're to the other end of the table. On that end of the table was the DCS caseworker. Next to the DCS caseworker was a DCS attorney. Now we turned the corner again, coming back to the side we started on. It was a small room. It was very tight. Mm-hmm. And I might have got everybody sick, but we'll tell you about that part when we get there. Next to the DCS attorney was the GAL.
And the CASA.
Behind the GAL was the CASA. And then next to the GAL was the GAL attorney.
Yeah.
Was that everybody?
It was a full room.
It was like 12 people in this
8 tabletop.
It was tight.
Yeah.
So, and the goal of the mediation was to see if we presented a post-adoption agreement to bio mom and her attorney to see if they would agree to this post-adoption agreement prior to her parental rights being terminated in a trial that is coming up in November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it got to that point, right? And I just want to preface the rest of this podcast by saying that our heart in sharing this is not to expose anyone's story. It's to shed light on the realities of foster care and the way that love and loss can coexist. Okay.
And just for the record, this kiddo we are in pursuit of adopting, her bio mom is a very young woman. She came up through the system herself. We actually love her mom, our foster kiddo's bio mom. We love her. We wish nothing but the best for her. So during all this, please don't ever take anything we say that we're trying to degrade her, talk down on her, because we actually respect her very much. She loves her kiddos a lot. Just wanted to share that.
Yeah. I mean, I've honestly said, like, if we just had a bigger home and space and capacity, we would take her in, because
that's what she needs.
I genuinely want to wrap my arms around her and love her and show her that there's a better way. And there are people that love her, and we are for her. I did thankfully get to speak into her multiple times over the years.
You've done a good job of building a relationship with her.
And just let her know, like, we're for you. We want you around. And I told her at the last meeting, we were able to talk, and I said, you know, if this case moves to adoption, this was a couple months ago, I said, no one gets to decide what our family looks like but us. And, you know, I just want her to know we see her. We will honor her. We want her to be around. So this is a really hard space to be in.
It's hard.
It's heavy.
Candidly, we would So our goal in mediation and with this bio mom and her kids is we want her to be a part of their life. Absolutely. As long as it's safe and everything for her, or for the kids, I'm sorry. We want her to be a part. She just needs love. And Whitney and I think, both have it buried in our hearts that we want to be the ones that show this mama some love, some affection, some unconditional love. So, yeah. All right. Let's get going.
Okay.
So I kind of set the table. And just for clarity, mediation is a meeting between us, bio parents, and the state of Indiana to discuss whether we can come to an agreement on adoption prior to a trial to terminate her rights, at which point she has no legal rights to her kids anymore.
Right. So the positive of the mediation and the potential adoptive family presenting a post-adoption agreement is that it's basically, in layman's terms, an open adoption, what we're offering.
Yep.
If TPR happens, that post-adoption agreement goes out the window.
We could, in theory, still do one.
We could absolutely. I mean, I feel like we would.
But the choice isn't hers anymore.
Right. But it's no longer a legal binding document.
Well, it is. She's counting on us to so now she still has rights to her kids. If she signs the post-adoption agreement now, she has legal right to her kids based on that legal document. If we go to TPR and she loses rights, she's just hoping that we agree.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
She just held it on. Like, we could very well say, nope, sorry, you're out, lady.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll do that, but we could.
Unless we move somewhere warm and sunny all year round.
Yeah.
Then it would just be hard.
Hey, by the way, if you're listening to this, we need to be praying for Jamaica.
Oh, my word.
My wife and I got married in Jamaica.
Well, this is going to be released
Tuesday morning, like in the middle of it. So if you hear this Tuesday, say a quick prayer for our friends in Jamaica.
It makes me sick.
It makes my heart drop.
Yeah. Poor Benny. He goes, Mommy, that breaks my heart and makes me want to cry because I was telling him about it. Oh,
yeah. Anyway, okay. Good, shiny.
Okay, Mr.
Walking into the room.
Get off the path and tell lots of stories.
That was quick, though. So the room, it was weird. I didn't know.
Okay, are we talking about the room itself?
We're back to the room itself, the atmosphere.
Can you just imagine this scenario? Like, if you are not an adoptive family,
you will have no idea. Yeah.
Just imagine you're coming in there and your lawyer is saying, it appears as if you're going to lose rights to your child. This family is offering this to you. Like, ew. Like, it just feels, like, I don't even have a word in my vocabulary for it.
It's really weird. And I'll be honest, it almost feels like a legalized form of child trafficking. It's not, right? But that's like, it's really blah. Yeah. Even if a kid should stay in a foster home and be adoptive, it still felt really like
it's just an uncomfortable space, right? Like, you don't have a parent. This isn't a parent, ready and willing and aware that, they should or want to sign their rights over. There are those cases, right? Like, our two other cases, like, the parents were gone. They involuntarily signed their rights over. But in this case, like, there's a mama who loves deep.
Yeah, she loves her kids. There is zero ambiguity about that. She loves her kids.
But unfortunately, without the right supports in place, and it's just hard.
Pick one word to describe the environment other than, pick one word.
Heavy.
Heavy.
Like, I could even tell on like the therapist was choked up at one point crying, and she was like, it's just so hard because she has a relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, she sees it. I'm pretty sure the visit supervisor feels that tension too. Yeah. Like, what's best for the children, right? Like, and it means someone's heart's going to break.
Yep.
It's hard. It's heavy. What would your one word be?
Pukey? No.
Well, you actually did get pukey. So, haha, funny, not funny.
Close.
He went home with a trash bag on his lap.
So we're sitting there, and all of a sudden, my stomach starts to be in knots. Like I want to throw up in this tiny little room. So luckily we went out to talk to our attorney. We were out there. I had to get up and move around. I had a lot of coffee that morning and no food. So I thought, well, maybe that's it. Maybe it's nerves. I mean, this is a big deal. There was a possibility we were going to walk away with a signed agreement that we were getting another kid that day. A kid we love dearly.
A forever kid.
A kid that we love dearly. I don't, but it ended up being some sort of weird stomach bug. Thankfully, I did not throw up on the 30-minute drive home, although I thought I was. And I asked the mediator where we were. I was like, this is going to be the strangest request you ever get in your life. Can I have a trash bag to go home with? It was rough. And I had a fever. So luckily it wasn't nerves. So I was sick. It was the weirdest 12-hour sickness ever. This was Friday, and I was good by tomorrow, by like Saturday morning. The one word I would say, awkward almost.
Yeah, very.
Like we're looking at, like we're 8 feet from like about the distance you and I are from each other right now.
With a candy bowl in between us.
With a candy bowl. Yeah. And hey, we want your kid. You should sign this document. I mean, it wasn't quite like that, but that's what it felt like.
Yeah, it was weird. It didn't feel good. I mean, you know, so many emotions. So, Jason, what would you say love looks like when it's that complicated?
What does love look like when it's that complicated? Jeez.
I know, right?
Should have prepped for this.
I know. We are totally rolling with this one, by the way.
Love, just so a couple times during that, because a couple things happened that kind of got me a little stirred up, and it was just falling back on that faith on God and just remembering to love people the way He does. I don't know if that answers your question, but honestly, that's what it was. Like, take a deep breath, realize it's not my story.
Right.
It's God's story, having faith in whatever He wants to have happen.
It was hard. There was a couple times I took a moment and just bowed my head and tried to mentally and emotionally pause myself in that room and remove myself and pray. Like, because it's in the moment and you're making like snap decisions. Like, are you going to accept this agreement? Are you not? They're, you know, asking for this. Are you okay with that? And it's like, oh my gosh, like it was overwhelming.
So, I mean, yeah, overwhelming is a good word. This kid that we were in mediation for, she's been with us since February of 2024. So 21 months? Is that the right math?
Just about
20 months. So this kid is like, other than the state of Indiana and legally, this kid is ours. Like, we love her like every other one of our kids. I don't view her as my foster daughter. I view her as my daughter. And she is the first kid we've had who is a daddy's girl. I always have to put that on record.
She likes me.
She likes me. She likes me first. Like, I'm actually the preference. I'm not the, oh, mom's busy, I guess I'll take you. You know, most of the kids ask for the manager and they get mom. She actually prefers me, which has been, so we have a pretty unique bond, but it's hard, right? Like, I wanted to walk out of there with a signed agreement because then we knew she was going to be ours.
But what does that mean for you to like, this is an adoption that we want. It's a signed agreement that we want. But then you have to stop and think about this mama, and something has to break in order for you to get what you want.
I know.
Right? Like, we want this child in our home forever. That means someone's choosing a broken heart.
But if we thought her going home was safe and loving for her, we would support that.
We absolutely would.
We've done that with multiple other kids. So it's not a matter of, I want this kid, screw you.
Right.
It's, I love this kid. I love this kid so much. I want her to live with us because I don't feel she will be safe, supported, able to thrive in an environment she would go.
And the thing is, the thing that we're also that we've tried to convey, and our lawyer did beautifully as well, is we want this mama to stay around. Like, we want her in the picture too, and in her daughter's life. Sure, it will look like a different role and it'll look different, but it's looked different for a really long time than what God intended it to be. Yeah. So,
like, my goal would be,
but the hard part is that her heart isn't ready to see it that way.
I get it.
Like, as a mom, it kills me because I know she feels like she's giving up on her kid, and that's hard. And unfortunately, it's almost like there's no one in her life speaking that truth, that this is actually not you doing something bad or giving up on your child. It's doing what's best for your child in this season and in this situation.
In her life.
For her life.
For her life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it stinks.
It does. That's hard.
I think foster care will show you the brokenness of our world and redemption and all if it's done right.
Yeah.
Sorry. If it's done right, it'll show you the brokenness and the redemption that's possible in this world, and just a small glimpse of what Jesus, I think, did for us.
Yeah. I mean, even if we can't see the ending, we need to keep trusting that God is writing redemption into every part of the story. Hers, the child's, ours, all of it, right?
I think, with you, I think we've talked about this, you and I have at least. Why did God allow you to get a cancer diagnosis, right? And one of the things we agreed to is just to completely learn to trust him.
Right.
And that muscle that a year ago started to build even more is popping right now.
So do you think your faith has shifted at all or deepened in this season specifically? I know it did then a year ago, but like in this season of waiting right now.
I'll let you know when it's over.
I know, right? So I feel that mine has, because I don't feel on edge or sick to my stomach.
No.
It just, I have this deep-seated faith that what will be, praying that God's will be done. And no matter what happens, we're going to be okay.
Yep. That's exactly right. God's got it. It's just we're walking in obedience in whatever he has for us. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Well, good for you.
Yeah. Good for you.
That was a compliment.
Thank you.
Yeah. So where things stand right now, we're kind of in this waiting middle, right? So no agreement was reached last week. No agreement was reached. We left the agreement open and on the table, hoping that, it might still be signed. But the reality is pretty soon there will be the TPR hearing is already scheduled. So once that hearing begins,
it's within a couple weeks.
Our agreement is removed. So you can be praying with us if you're listening anytime in the month of October, November.
Please be praying with us. God's will be done.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, selfishly, I'm going to say the prayer, God, I want this little girl to be mine. I want us to adopt her, but ultimately your will be done.
Yeah. I mean, that waiting, right? I mean, Jason, I know you're so big on emotions. Do you want to explain a little bit about like what that waiting feels like for you? Come on, give me your best emotion word.
I don't know. My emotion word for waiting.
I mean, the uncertainty, does that bother you?
No, because I feel like I do well with uncertainty. Yeah. I don't get spun up. Like we talked about, we're going through the fruits of the Spirit at church right now. And our campus pastor gave a really good sermon on peace.
No, he didn't. He talked about goodness.
Today, he did peace before Hillbilly.
Oh, okay.
That's what he did. Remember, we met him in the lobby, and I said, "Yeah, peace. I can do peace. Gentleness, maybe not so much. Yeah, no, he did peace, but yeah, he did goodness today, and he did a great job.
You weren't even paying attention.
He did peace before. Thank you for keeping up. I have a peace about it.
Do you have an ache though, like in your soul of not knowing, or are you like 100% peace?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm 100% peace.
Cool, good.
Like, I mean, there's moments where I'm like, ugh. Like, I really wanted to have this little girl adopted by Christmas. So she could be our little Christmas daughter. But no, I don't think I'm nervous or anxious at all about it. What about you? I mean, snippets here and there.
No, I mean, I think I'm just trusting. Like, I can't envision life without her. I don't know if that's good or bad. But, I mean, I'm just trusting that, like, I don't know what it's going to look like and how and when. But at some point, she'll be ours, or God's going to take care of her in a different way, because we have to ultimately remember God loves her and her mama way more than we do.
Yep, that's exactly right. And to remember, even though that TPR hearing is coming up within a couple of weeks, even if the court decides that mom should not lose her rights, it's not like she goes home the next day, right? She's still with us.
Mm-hmm. It just... DCS stays in our lives longer.
Yay, DCS.
No, they're in our lives anyway. I mean, we have 3 foster children right now. So,
So candidly, it feels like it just prolongs the inevitable based on what's historically already happened.
Do you like the idea of surrender?
No, who does?
I don't know.
Nobody does.
You don't think? Anyone?
No.
I try to live a surrendered life.
That's a World War II joke.
Okay. Benny would get it.
He would. Yeah, sorry, you don't get it.
Okay, anyway. Moving on.
Do you like to surrender?
I try to.
I mean, no. I'm not saying try to. I try to. You said, do you like it?
If I'm not surrendering to you being right and me being wrong, then yeah, I'm good with it.
By the way, you guys all think Whitney's the sweetest little thing ever. She is the most stubborn, bullheaded person ever to say, you're right, I'm wrong, I'm sorry.
You just make me safe.
I make you safe.
Even Lainey said it. Jason asked at one point, who has the hardest time in our family saying I'm sorry? And Lainey was like, Mom. Ouch. I'm just right all the time. I can't help myself.
That's your daughter. Thank you very much for that. All right. What's next? You were starting to take us somewhere.
I think I was just going to move on.
Okay.
And I think I just really want to take a moment to encourage other foster and adoptive parents that might be finding themselves in this space, whether it's now or years down the road and you're listening to this.
If you're in the middle somewhere, court dates, trials.
We see you. It's
kids,
hard.
Kids gone back home, heartbroken.
TTV, like any of it. Yeah, Ugh. It's hard. I mean, and we're in the middle with another kiddo. We're waiting, there's a court hearing this coming week to determine if he's a CHINS case, meaning if he stays in foster care. Like that waiting middle is definitely a beautiful opportunity to strengthen your faith muscle.
So I think for me, that's the only option.
Yeah.
If you do anything else other than that, you're just wasting your time. You're going to drive yourself crazy.
Yeah. It's a good time to get down on your knees.
Yeah. I mean,
that's all you can do.
Get in the word, spend as much time with God as you can. Yeah.
Get your community praying. Again, tap into that community.
We probably need to do that better.
Well, I have been.
Well, you're good. Yeah. I don't have community.
You do.
I do.
You need to reach out to them.
Guys, we don't talk about anything. I need to do a better job. I do agree with that. You're absolutely right. Also, we also want to just share this kind of anecdote of our life to show you guys another glimpse into what foster care looks like.
Yeah. I mean, foster care and adoption are never a tidy story with a tidy ending. It's definitely a story with redemption scattered all around throughout the entire process. Yeah. It's not pretty. It's not dry bones clean.
Come alive, like that verse.
It's also not what God designed, but man, he shows up, right? Like foster care is not, when Leah first came to us and we adopted her, I reflected on this a lot. Like,
people,
okay, go ahead.
People will say with the best intentions, they, she, he are so lucky to have you.
Yeah.
They mean well, but
they're not lucky.
They're not at all.
They're supposed to be with their biological family. That's how God designed family. We're
a good backup plan. Maybe not even a good backup plan.
Maybe the worst backup plan, but we're doing what we can, right?
We're a backup plan, yeah.
We're a backup plan. We are not plan A. We are not. We are, as foster parents, as adoptive parents, we are not the heroes in this story. We are not plan A. It is not supposed to be like this. But man, if you enter in with open hands and a willing heart and a loving spirit, you can change lives forever. And with that, I want to invite you all to join us in praying for all of those people in the middle, because that middle is a hard place to be. Pray for those bio parents in the middle. Pray for those children in the middle.
A lot of those bio parents aren't these villains that they're made out to be sometimes. Most of the bio parents we have dealt with aren't.
Like 95% of foster care cases are not abuse. They're not evil people. It's people who...
Don't get me wrong. They're out there, but not in our experience.
Just like there's apparently really bad foster parents out there.
There's bad everything out there, right?
Yeah.
There's bad pastors.
There's evil, right?
There's evil. Evil exists, correct.
But the majority of bio parents it's a cyclical thing, guys. It's generational. It's hard to break. If you look at the generational cycle of poverty, same thing. Yeah. It is... Kudos to those who can break it, because it is not an easy thing to do. Those generational cycles, those generational curses are real, and it is an uphill battle. And the majority of these parents in the system right now are in the middle of that uphill battle. And it is a hard thing to get out of once you're there.
I know we're getting ready to wrap up here, but this Bible verse has popped on my radar a handful of times in the last week.
You talking about Proverbs 3:5-6? Okay.
Galatians 6:9.
This is my other guess.
let us not grow weary. Let us not grow weary of doing good. That's
in due time you will reap harvest.
Yeah, that was the JIV, the Jason International version. I know that's not the.
Well, that was a W. Cool V.
Yeah, basically, don't get tired of doing good. Keep going.
Yeah,
that has popped on my radar a ton in the last week to 10 days.
And here's the other part of that, you guys. If we depend on our own strength, we will grow weary.
100%.
You cannot depend on your own strength.
I mean, we've had seasons of weariness and tiredness.
Oh, it's when I feel like I'm just finally like seeing the clear and getting out of one because I realized I was leaning on my own strength way too much.
Yeah. I think we had a lot of, maybe not we, maybe more you had a lot of angst about your year scan.
Yeah.
It felt like as soon as that cleared, like you were like, okay.
I mean, there's also a lot going on in our personal life, like with fostering and trauma.
Well, there's always that. Like, that's not like, I'm just kind of like, that's around forever.
Yeah. All right, you guys. I don't know, Jason, you're kind of getting quiet over there. Are we done?
I think so. I'm trying to see if we captured everything about mediation that we can to give.
Well, guess what, you guys? If we didn't, we have a social media page and an email.
Oh, wow, look at you. Good segue.
So there's that. So you can find us at Dream Small Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, X.
X is Dream Small Show because
Jason
I don't know why.
We couldn't align, apparently.
No, I tried. It wouldn't let me. We also have an email.
Which is
dreamsmallpodcast@gmail.com.
Boom. There it is.
Somebody sent us an email. We don't give very many emails.
We also don't check it. So if you don't
I check it out once a week. Yeah, just to be sure.
I was going to say, do we or do we just not see them?
As we close, please keep our family in prayers. Any foster family you know around you in prayers, adoptive families, bio families. You know what? Anybody that's ever around a kid at all ever. Pray for them.
Yeah. And I'm going to close even that with Psalm 27, 13, 14. I remain confident of this, that I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. All right, you guys. Thank you for joining us for episode 24. And until next time, keep dreaming small.
Thank you for listening to the Dream Small podcast. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, please tap that follow button and leave us a review. It helps other people find my mom and dad's show. If you're on Spotify, please give my parents a follow and a 5-star rating. And wherever you listen, don't forget to share the show with a friend who needs a little encouragement today. You can also follow us on social media to stay in the loop. Instagram at Dream Small Podcast, Facebook Dream Small Podcast, Twitter or X at Dream Small Show. Or email us anytime at dreamsmallpodcast@gmail.com. We love hearing from you. And remember, just dream small. See you next time.